afternoon and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Honestly, it feels like Sunday. I feel like I'm getting ready for to babysit tomorrow. But at the same time, it also feels like the weekend went by super fast. I'm like, how is tomorrow already Sunday? And tonight's the last night that I don't have to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Honestly. But yeah, it feels like today went by kind of fast, but it also kind of stunk because of how insanely hot out it was today, which, guys, I have really cool photo and video actually from the weather today. I'll get into that, guys, just a second. But we couldn't do anything outside because it was 100 and something degrees out. I think it was real feel 105 at one point when I checked my phone. The humidity too, I don't know about today, but I think yesterday I saw it. I don't remember what the humidity percentage was, but it was so horrible, guys. Today was not quite as bad humidity wise, but it was still sticky. Yesterday was really bad because it thunderstormed and everything like that. Was it yesterday or Thursday or whatever it was? It thunderstormed on Thursday, but it was still kind of that muggy hanging around, you know, yesterday and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, so the storm today, guys, was actually, I knew it was supposed to thunderstorm at some point during the day today, and I knew that I think it's supposed to thunderstorm most of the day tomorrow. But yeah, so we weren't going to do anything outside because obviously it was so hot and everything, and it was just deathly to be outside. I went to the grocery stores first thing in the morning. I actually ended up wearing a long sleeve shirt to go to the grocery store and shorts, because here's the one thing, guys, I can't stand is it being okay, this morning was probably 80s, you know, something like that, and then it's, you know, 80s, maybe 90s or something like that, which is hot, right? But then you go into the grocery stores and it's 60 degrees, and you're holy cow, I'm going to go into shock because of how cold it now is in here. That dramatic change in temperature where it just drops 30 degrees. I'm in the grocery store shivering. I shouldn't be shivering in the grocery store, and and I'm not comfortable when I go grocery shopping and stuff like that when I'm just either too cold or too hot. And so I always end up you know, and it's a good thing we go in the mornings because it's not so hot out. I mean, like I said, it was probably maybe around 80s or something like that this morning. So when I was wearing that long sleeve shirt, it wasn't too bad outside. And then when we ended up going to, you know, in the store, you know, it's cold, so I was actually comfortable. But if we went during the day today, I probably would have roasted. But so we went and did all of the grocery shopping in the morning. Went to Valley Produce, Caputo's, and Aldi. That was all great. Then Jack actually wanted to go to GameStop and or Target to get, he wanted to get hats, snapbacks. And so we ended up going to Target first, also because we had forgotten peanut butter and they didn't have Diet 7-Up at Aldi, so we picked that stuff up at Target. And then Jack didn't find any hats that he liked, so we went next door to GameStop, and he found 3 hats, guys, that were on clearance. And originally we thought it was going to be 30 bucks. We actually went up to the register, and I don't know if it's because we were a Power Up member or if it was just they were actually marked down less, but he ended up paying $21.10 for 3 hats, which was I think one of the hats that he was looking at that he kind of liked was $25, and I was you got 3 hats where you would have paid for 1, and the rest of them he all really liked. One was a Spider-Man, I think one was Kingdom Hearts, and one was I think the Flash or something like that. And so he really liked that he got these hats. 2 of them were flat brimmed snapbacks, and then one was more of the curved brim. And so he ended up getting 3 of those. Like I said, we did really good getting him his hats, and for a good price, because he was I really want just 1 new hat, because I think he's got 2 maybe or something like that. He's but I really just want 1 new one, and he ended up getting 3. So he's going into the school year, which he can't wear them at school and stuff like that, but you know, into you know, kind of a fresh new, you know, outfits and everything like that that we bought for him when we did all of our kind of clothes shopping, which we were supposed to do that today, and I don't know what happened. We ended up not. Matthew was supposed to go and take us, and we were going to go to Goodwill or maybe Plato's Closet or something like that today because he didn't have to work, and he has to work tomorrow, but then we ended up never going. So anyways, guys, yeah, that's that we're gonna have to try and figure out, I guess, next weekend. But yeah, so Jack is just, he'll be stylish with his new hats and his outfits and stuff like that. And then we ended up going, after we went there, we ended up going then to Menards. We need to get a few things at Menards. Like I think I was telling you guys, my parents have the leak now in their bedroom from the roof that we were literally already planning last Saturday on like getting fixed, and my parents now have a leak in their bedroom. They're currently camping out in the living room right now because they can't sleep in their room because there's a leak in their room. So my dad actually, we had to like get a tarp. My dad went up on the roof and got a tarp and like put that in today with Matthew's help. We also got my newspapers, and then we ended up getting, oh, I got my shepherd's hook, guys, too, which I'll show you that probably tomorrow because it's too dark and late to show you guys that. But I got the double-sided shepherd's hook for the backyard. It actually looks really cool, except for there's no bird food in the bird feeder. If it's supposed to be cool tomorrow, which I think it's supposed to be in like the 70s, I'm going to try and bake the bird seed because I heard or read that that's supposed to be like a hack to get it to stop from seeding, although it still retains like its nutrients and everything like that. So like the birds will still eat it and still be get their nutrients and everything like that. But it won't seed if it falls in the grass, which is something that I have a real problem with because it's very messy when you have bird seed that's seeding in the yard. And I don't want to, right now we have them in the yard. We wanted to put them in the flower bed, but again, that will also be a pain if we try and put them in the flower bed, which I think is what caused all those thistles that I showed you guys the last time I weeded the backyard to come up, was because we were using thistle seed in one of the flower beds, or I'm sorry, in one of the bird feeders that was right near that flower bed. So I think that's why all of that, there's so many of them in that flower bed, which are a pain to get out. So yeah, we ended up getting that. I forgot to get more jars. We were going to get those ball canning jars to put pasta in, like, what's it called, for like, you know, storage and stuff like that, but I forgot to get them, so we might end up getting them maybe if we have to go back to Menards tomorrow. Then we came home and like chilled for a little bit. I ended up eating. Then we had to go back up to Menards because we needed to get a shop vac because the one we have, I guess, doesn't have the filter or something is missing, or I don't know. And so we went and we had to get a new one of those and a few other things. We need to get like the staples so we could put the tarp up and stuff like that, for my mom's staple gun, and just a handful of other things. So we had to go back then out to Menards. Then we came back home. I chilled for a little bit more. Then we ended up going and getting Dairy Queen. So then that pretty much brings us to where we are tonight. But guys, the second time we went out to Menards is when I caught the craziest like thunderstorm that was coming through. So we're actually just literally finishing up. We were grabbing the last thing we needed at Menards. We're heading back towards the front of the store to go and check out. And from where we're walking, I can see the like entrance door, and at our Menards they have these like big like 2-story like, you know, windows with the doors and stuff like that. And I'm looking out and I'm like, holy cow, that looks like a horrible storm that looks like it's blowing up on us. And obviously because it's so hot today, I know it's supposed to drop, like from what it looked like in the weather app, it's supposed to drop and be cold tomorrow. I was like, this looks like it's going to be a really, really, really bad storm. So we get up actually to the registers, and all of a sudden the exit doors open and this huge gust of wind comes blowing through, actually ends up like closing the gate. Like at Menards they have these, like when they close off a lane, they have like these like kind of like gate things, and so it ended up actually blowing it like closed, hit the guy in front of his cart, who's actually, we know from football, all of his like stuff on the conveyor belt started like falling over because it was like blowing so hard. I was like, holy cow, like we're gonna get like a tornado or something like that. Like I'm literally like, we're in the middle of Menards trying to get stuff so that our roof is not going to start leaking, and our like it's gonna like there's gonna be a tornado and the whole roof is gonna be gone. Like this is literally what I'm thinking. Then we ended up checking out. We go outside and this is what I ended up catching, guys. And then what I ended up catching on my camera, which I recorded on my phone, just this crazy storm that literally, it was so low that like the sky was still blue all around, just except for where this one cloud was, and it was like just kind of this big like cloud system, I guess. And there were some clouds that were super low to the ground too, which is also kind of scary. Like, I don't know, I don't normally see that. Like, that's not normal. I don't know why, it was just kind of freaking me out too. And so we ended up seeing like this just huge cloud system, but all around us, pretty much in 360 degrees, is all blue skies and white puffy clouds all around, with the exception of this one. Just looked like somebody, you know, is like going like this, and like their hand is just kind of floating over the sky. Like, everything around us was just completely fine, but it's just this one little patch that was like above us that was just crazy. I mean, it wasn't like a little patch, but you know, like I said, it was pretty much everything around us was just still like blue skies with puffy white clouds everywhere else, but this one like storm system that was just kind of like, you know, hanging over. It's almost like how I described like when somebody says like there's a cloud hanging over you. Like, it was literally like that, because everywhere else was just like blue skies and puffy white clouds, and it was just this one gray kind of big cloud storm system kind of thing. But it was just so crazy, guys, like seriously. So I do have 2 clips, I know, and 2 pictures as well while we were driving home and out of like the Menards parking lot. So yeah, guys, like I said, it was crazy. And I'm actually kind of upset because only me and my dad ended up seeing it, because it literally, there was no rain. It never even ended up raining. Like, it rained for a few seconds. It wasn't even that hard, like while we were actually walking in the car, and it never ended up raining again. And so since it like literally came and went though so quickly, like Matthew, Jack, and my mom, who were all home, didn't even get to see it. So I was showing them like the videos and stuff like that. But it was seriously just like crazy, guys.
It's like these clouds are so low, it's crazy. This is like, I've never seen a sky look like that. It's crazy.
So anyways though, guys, that is, yeah, today's vlog. We had a very adventurous day today. It was all out running errands. Hopefully tomorrow will not be so much, and I can actually kind of relax, because I felt like I was gone all day today. I've been babysitting for the last 3 days, and then also on Monday as well. Tuesday I didn't, but like I said, it was kind of weird because that, like, I was prepared to babysit on Tuesday like we normally do, but then because things ended up changing, you know, it was just kind of like, I was like, oh, like, you know, we're switching days up and stuff like that. So Tuesday didn't even really feel like a day. Like, it was, I wasn't doing anything, but I still, like, I still went to bed, like, kind of early that night, because I didn't know if I was going to originally, end up babysitting or not for Tuesday. And so it was kind of like I still ended up like doing my whole routine on Tuesday, like if I was babysitting, up until like I woke up in the morning, and I slept in like a little bit later. But so it's just, I need like a day tomorrow, I think, to just kind of chill, maybe edit a little bit too, because I haven't edited the last 2 days, and just, yeah, stuff like that. So goodness, guys, it is kind of getting like crazy around right now too. But anyways, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see y'all for some shiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.